We are moving at a speed that is borderline unbearable. I'm here to stop the functions that are genuinely terrible. I shift between a lecture and a rap song and a parable. I dread the day the texture of my skin is dubbed wearable. And we can change the universe by pretending to care at all, or fight a wildfire with a parasol. These are just dimensions that we're stuck with it. I never give a fuck when a paradigm of thought has been abducted. Questions at the end, but they're best to be constructive. This is what it looks like when reality's disrupted. You have occupied a strange dimension where the truth has been obstructed. I'm here to lift the blinders as instructed. Take persistence in the face of your existence. I'm amazed at any one that's been made by innocence. My brain certain ways has got an end. What it is, it's a cluster from none. racist. Honing on the phony on a need to know basis. Say shit. Quick fix in the gap. Stare into the face of existence and laugh. Slick with the stash. Quick nip from the flask and then dash. My master of crafting a mask. Fashion a rational path from the wrath. Moving with the groovy, where's the universe is math. My name is Rob the Universe. And this is a live stream. And yet reality is porous. You want to find the truth, go play some music in the forest. Sit back and let the universe adore us. We've opened up a door because I've got a lot to say and I still haven't hit the chorus. This chord is Ouroboros, like my Morpheus and Horus. There's more of this in store out in the orbits. Forfeit all your torture as the source is coming for us. The course is getting shorter as we're scorching it with torches. And I'm a conduit to something prehistoric. It crawled inside my mind and I absorbed it. It's best not to ignore it. It's beckoning the change we're coming toward. The memories, the swing, and the words are the sword. And this is always happening, because time is just a construct. And maybe it's just dumb luck. Crawl inside my memories extensively. Ride the time centipede, hoping it will center me gently. Exponentially increase my tendency for empathy. Come at my volition, make me open up parentheses. Open parentheses. Open parentheses. Open parentheses. Open parentheses. Let me fix my mic a little bit. How you all doing out there tonight? I can't hear you. It's a little live stream humor for you guys. Open parentheses. Alright, it's like this. Open parentheses. I'm sick of people saying shit was meant to be. The sentimental tendency preventing me from doing shit. For doing shit I probably could potentially. In case it wasn't evident, I'm here to be a resident. I'm here to shake the sediment. I'm here to wake the hesitant. I'm here to break some bread with them. We'll keep each other fed and do the unity. Communities will start to get ahead and then we'll realize that music is a medicine. You nod your head along, it means you're not already dead with it. I'm trying not to jettison my mind out of my head. Then I'm settling for not wanting to climb back into bed again. Hi, I'm Rob, a 36-year-old rapper, and I realize in some circles that it's apt to spark laughter, but I'm sort of on the path to all the shit that I am after. I'm happy for this chapter, even when it's a disaster. The emperor is naked, he's begging us to stare at him. That comparison, it isn't lost on this newly home American. Where the coal mine, the deck and Harrison. Where the little lambs wander everywhere, the heroin. Where the vultures tapping in the carrion. Where the constantly contrarian. Where the arrogant authoritarian who speaks of terror and he says a militarian. That sounded pretty negative, didn't it? Remember, positivity does heavyweight carrying. Me and my girl are Robin Hood and Bay Marion. Great friends and family and lots of love to share with them. Of the firm opinion, hatchets were made for burying. No enemies, so energies point to bleed dispense between the people representative of pedigree. Then again, the energy is sent to me. I placed it at the centerpiece. Close parentheses. Close parentheses. All right. This next track I wrote back in March, right after everything started to pop off. And, you know, it was a bit tongue-in-cheek at the time. It's less tongue-in-cheek now. Did not think we'd still be here in August, but it's, hey, man, Here we are. Here we are. Paranoia wavers at the taste. Paranoia wavers at the taste. Paranoia wavers at the taste. I'm still struggling to hammer good behavior in the place. Watch the structure of the power take a saber to the face. Gonna savor the disgrace and shoot a laser into space. And it's encoded with messages of hopelessness, going toe to toe with this emotion that composes it. Careful as it focuses, we roam the zones that most forget. I often find myself awake at night to write the doper shit. Wary of hysteria, but COVID on the mic though. Like, whoa, where'd the fuck the lights go? Blindsided as we shuffle through the night slow, rapping to myself as if my mind take on a nice glow. That's hopeful, isn't it? In spite of woeful instances, I'm tagging in my shadow just to keep these social distances. Stacking up the problems, it's cumbersome to carry them. I'm pretty sure I'm running out of air in this terrarium. It just so happens either they're the magic cabin fever or the reefer. Slow rapping, either laughing at the reaper. Sacrifice your sanity to try to crush the curve. Well, and rejoining humanity is brought to you by Purell. After all, there's no music or basketball. All the bars are closed, it seems like I will have to rap them all. Laughing at the wall till they started laughing back at me. Was up against the ceiling when they reinstalled the gravity. Beware the apathy, cause paranoia actively can overwhelm your circuits till you're normalizing tragedy. Got you feeling numb like anesthetic from a cavity. Except it's in your mind and try to rob you of your faculties. Look for the kindnesses. Look for the kindnesses. Look for the kindnesses, because they are out there. I am telling you, even though it may not seem like it. Look for the kindnesses, wipe down the kitchen appliances. Try and just listen to scientists. Try not to fall down in fear when you hear those with allergies clearing their signs. Giving it up for the finest and help that are serving the public with hearts of a line. I am just trying to keep my composure when people talk about pluses and minuses. And I find that it's time to ask what time it is. Crack the system open in disgust of these alliances. Help us trade the money and it's fucking blind as kid. So why are people fine with this? And just wear a fucking mask when you go to the grocery store, right? Don't be a dick about it. There are plenty of freedoms being infringed upon. Don't have that be the hill you choose to die on. Thanks, guys. You guys can't see it, but they're like people over here. Fucking, like, hold on 1 second. Let's give it up one time for fucking Rhyme Wave and Adam Cedar and Kyle. Fucking holy shit. Man, that was a set and a half. That was a set and a half. I am honored to be amongst these folks here. And one time for Rhyme Wave for putting this thing together, and PDX Couch Tours. Also, while I'm going off on a little fucking head up my own ass tirade here, there's a link down there at the bottom of the screen for you to donate. And, you know, a portion of the proceeds tonight are going to the Black Resilience Fund. Now, we are white hip-hop artists in a black medium, and while, you know, we love the culture, it's very important that we support the people as well. So please give what you can. I'm gonna do a few more for you. Absorb it as a vitamin. The devil's at the door. Yeah, fuck it, invite him in. The air's the color of a hyacinth. Try to spin a rhyme out of a death dream that lies within. What if when I die, I'm in a cybernetic hide that's in compliance with an order just to plug me back and try again? And you are only part of every moment stuck in time, yet you know to feel fascinated. Your fear is evaporated. And yet, if you stare in awe at beauty every day and tell people how lucky we are to be here, you're gonna think that you're out there, man. Well, we're out here. And it's sending you all with me. We're tearing down the gate. thickly walled city. We harness every piece that was meant to be called grisly. We pick each other up if and when we should fall dizzy. You help each other cause you're all part of experience. The shadow of the question could at any point be mirrored in. Show me yes without the no and vice versa. Diversify your life and try to be a nice person. Serpentine the caravan, the universal merchant. Focus on the others when the self is a diversion. Try to make some sense of this dimension of immersion. I'm like 85% that there's some shit behind the curtain. Pull it back and see yourself staring back at you in infinite directions. Every one of them is mad confused. Find the level where your thoughts are made of gratitude. You're everything if anything has ever really had a truth. So you think that you all are alive? Can you ever be sure you haven't already died? They told you to let go, you tried to comply. You turned to see the full moon fall from the sky and it shattered. If I am all, what am I but a wavelength? 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 If I am all, what am I? Electric vibration. My words will crawl inside your ear, get all up in your brain, then connecting different parts of it. Critical arrangements to force you to remember you're mystical and ancient. Everything you do is coded in your DNA strands. Think of that every time you shake hands or make plans. Take sand when the hourglass breaks and make land shake like a man of my fate can. Brain scan your mind with the flashlight, grasp tight. You are everybody in the past life. Try to talk slick at the conference. Hi, my name is Rob and I'm addicted to nonsense. By the way, I'm the whole thing. Hip to the fact as the act is unfolding. Trip from the path that the path is controlling. Slip from the grass that detachment is holding. By the way, I'm the whole thing. Hip to the fact as the act is unfolding. Trip from the path that the past is controlling. Slip from the grass that detachment is holding. Cause this is a connection you are hoping to receive. It is all within your grasp if you can open up and breathe. You can stumble through the forest, blindly cloaking through the trees. You can find the story of yourself that holds you to your knees and watch it shatter. If I am all, what am I but a wavelength? 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 If I am all, what am I? What am I? What am I? Thank you. Thank you, all you people out there. God, it's weird to think that 4.5 million people are watching. Like, I mean, it doesn't really feel like that, does it? All right, I've got a couple more for you here. Let me see if I can find it. Probably should have put these in order, but you know, whatever. It's only 4.5 million people. The song is called The Gathering.
The story goes like this. 3 friends were on a sailing trip. Due to a freak accident, the boat sank and they all died. In their final moments of life, a strange calm came over them and they discussed what would happen after death. The first one thought that he lived life in a loop, being born over and over again. He tried to explain.
To be honest, when I die, I think my life's just starting over as this current mind's erased. I get a quick glimpse of the coder, and it's older than the universe and sits between the eyes of the cobra. And then death taps on my shoulder. Born again the same way, the same day, and each life for G's like what we can assume to be eternity. I die a trillion times, I still just wake up in the nursery of currently inversion with the currency of certainty. I've been many combinations of these neural patterns, but I haven't been them all because they are infinite. Every choice is intricate, we only get a hint of it. Your mind is just a rental, though the mental state is intimate. And since we're into it, sometimes I think this isn't me. I'm stuck in synchronicity, we sink into the sea. I missed the chance to make it stop again, I'm obstinate. I'm confident I'll be withdrawing all the knowledge I'm depositing. Crash back, grasp the actions of the past again. Trapped in your habits as you navigate the labyrinth. This is what happens when your mind leaves the gathering. This is what happens when your mind leaves the gathering. I crash back, grasp the actions of the past again. Trapped in your habits as you navigate the labyrinth. This is what happens when your mind leaves the gathering. This is what happens when your mind leaves the gathering.
He finished proud that he had spent his last moments of life sharing such a profound truth with his friends. To his dismay, he looked over and saw one of them laughing and rolling his eyes.
With all due respect, I think your ideas are laughable. You're 36 years old and still you grasp at the irrational. You rationed all the factual, the
mind loves a story.
Some are peaceful, some are gory. Almost all of them are boring, but they serve to quell the emptiness, absurdity, the universal accident, obscurity. I find beauty in the nothing. You hope to gain immunity with bluffing. Apply scrutiny to every last coincidence and incident that's instrument to sensing what existence is. Carve meaning in my faculty and reasoning. The self is just a process of the brain that keeps the pieces in. Believing when I'm breathing in the sea, I'll cease to be. When you live without this life, it's just a meal without the seasoning. Your brain dies, your mind fades to black, and then you never eat or sleep or love or hate or cry or laugh again. This is what happens when your mind leaves the gathering. This is what happens when your mind leaves the gathering. Your brain dies, your mind fades to black, and then you never eat or sleep or love or hate or cry or laugh again. This is what happens when your mind leaves the gathering. This is what happens.
The third friend began.
I am the boat, I am the ocean that it floats within, the motive and the motion, the potency of moments when you focus in the pure essential concept of infinity that opens. When I die, I will remember it's a fraction I was noticing. I am everything. Let's try to break that down a bit. The universe expanding is a fact, at least that sounds legit. But travel back in time contracts to an astounding little point. It's inconceivable, but everything came out of it. And there was never ever any severing inside the everything. Minds were separated through a sort of tethering. Pure consciousness pretended to forget that it was one and made infinity the moment it was done. We love a story so that we'll accept the self as a reality, when really they are just tiny compartments, susceptible to false worlds and actuality. You do it to yourself when you nap in your apartment. What makes you think that non-experience exists when we know the world is truly not appearing as it is? And if we're nearing the abyss, it's of dark matter and energy. Remembering to be as clearly as it gets, I wholeheartedly regard that there's nothing that you speak of as impossible. I wholeheartedly regard that there's nothing that you speak of as impossible. Remember that you're everything that's happened or that's happening. This is what happens when your mind leaves the gathering. This is what happens when your mind leaves the gathering. This is what happens when your mind leaves the gathering. Remember that you're everything that's happened or that's happening. This is what happens when your mind leaves the gathering. This is what happens when your mind leaves the gathering. This is what happens when your mind leaves the gathering.
But they were all wrong. So they all went to Christian hell.
This is my last track of the evening. Thank you again for tuning in. My name is Rob the Universe. I am the universe. You are also the universe. hasn't been born yet. I'm one to forget. I'm more than just a glorified horse quartet. And I'm not saying there's a father or a warden, but I think that us creating is important. Demigod locked in a closed space, and he knocks, and he yacht schlumped into flow states. Post haste, wanna ask how? There's nothing past now. He's drunk and passed out. He's loving that. Wow, mistake in the scene. You're awake in a dream when you creep to the edge, a vibration of being. It's the immersion in the sound. Its universe is all the way down, 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 down. Its universe is all the way down. Time stops. I fidget while my mind rots. Images of past lives flash by blind spots. Synergistic rhymes drop bridges to the ground when its universe is all the way down, down, down the ever-loving phase of overwhelming clarity in therapy to barely be aware of being scared of me. But the delusions are profound and its universe is all the way down, 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 down. Or was it turtle? Or was it turtles? Or was it turtles? I spit the stump rip by front flip over hurdles. I think there's something to the fact that humor's universal. It's best to make the cream before the milk starts to curdle. And I can't shake the feeling that they've stolen all my memories and sentenced me the penance of like 7 billion entities. What if Sisyphus's boulder's really just the energy of everything that's been and everything that is potentially? I think they'll mention me. I'm sentient with the tendency to vent comprehensively. I seek gifted avoidance, feel the beast shift in the void in annoyance. I seek gifted avoidance, feel the beast shift in the void in annoyance. I seek gifted avoidance, feel the beast shift in the void. And I can hear your brain waves, honestly, but that's okay, because everybody's doing it subconsciously. I'm haunted by the lack of despondency. Constantly. Hold the phone, because my opponents are the bona fide erroneous. I'm only just the end of all your apathy and loneliness. You're folding this in half until it's only us. You laugh at what the stature of your average persona was. Time stops. I fidget while my mind rots. Images of past lives flash by blind spots. Synergistic rhyme drops bridges to the ground when its universe is all the way down, down, down the ever-loving phase of overwhelming clarity in therapy to barely be aware of being scared of me. But the delusions are profound and its universe is all the way down, 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 down. Its universe is all the way down. All right. I'm Rod the Universe. I just want to do one more quick thing before I go. And I want to tell you to take care of yourself. You know, there's a lot of reasons out there to be angry. There's a lot of reasons to be depressed. There's a lot of reasons to be anxious. But try to remember that you are so much more than your anger. You're so much more than your depression. You're so much more than your anxiety. Try to have some empathy for yourself and just let yourself be. I'm going to leave with one last poem before I go. I guess we're here again, swimming in experience, mirroring the images we're rapidly appearing them. Hearing them approach a gentle hymn amidst a clearing, and you're burning in the patterns that your thoughts are always searing in. Now time is a deliriant, wavering the pavement, savoring amazement, favoring the patient. Chaos in the symphony. This isn't me. It's only just a branch on a decision tree that's working quite efficiently towards everything. Thank you very much.